Greetings, Love Posse. Here's a challenge for you. Look at yourself honestly. I do this every day. I make it a practice to look at myself honestly. That's how I'm able to go through this transformative process consistently by looking at myself honestly. So this is what I do. I get a sheet of paper and I draw a line down the center. That's the easy part. Here comes the more challenging part. On the left-hand side, the title is What I Tell Myself About Myself or about a situation. And on the right-hand side, what is the truth? And I'll use myself as an example because this is a vulnerable situation that we're creating. Even though we may be alone when we're doing this, it brings up all sorts of feelings and sensations and memories, stories I tell myself about myself or a situation. For example, I told myself a long time ago, my mother didn't love me. That was on the left-hand side. My mother didn't love me, or my mother does not love me. The truth on the right-hand side was my mother loved me. It's just that she showed her love differently than the way I show my love. It's when I gained information and more knowledge about how people show their love, how people want to be loved in the book, The 5 Languages of Love. I learned that my mother shows her love by giving gifts. I show my love with quality time. And that's how I feel loved, when people share their time with me. So once I learn that information, that knowledge, that other people show their love in different ways than I do, I realized that the truth was my mother loved me. And after learning that truth, I no longer told myself that story that my mother didn't love me or doesn't love me. That's how we're honest with ourselves. We have to look at the story that we tell ourselves and then go deep. Be honest. It may be challenging. It is challenging to be honest with ourselves because we have to realize in most cases that we've been lying to ourselves. And why would we lie to ourselves? There's a reason. For many, there's a benefit. For me, I wanted to believe the lie, the story that I told myself. I could be rebellious, right? I could get attention from telling other people this story. My mom doesn't love me. I can use it as an excuse to hurt her. She would give me gifts. I would give them away. That's how I got revenge. That's how I hurt my mother. She didn't love me, so I'm going to hurt her. I'm going to not love her back. But it's interesting that subconsciously, I knew, my soul knew that my mother's love language had to do with gift giving. Because every time she gave me a gift, I would give it away. I would give it away, not consciously knowing that that was her love language. That's how she showed her love. You see, the truth is always there if we want to know it. The only way for us to be who we are, to be love, to be kindness, to be joy, to be the magic that we are, to express that which we've come here to express purely, harmoniously, is to look at ourselves honestly. Are we doing what we honestly want to do? I want to be a doctor. Is that true? Is the truth you really want to be an artist and your parents told you you had to be a doctor? I want to be married. Is it true that you really want to be married? Is the truth that you've been conditioned to believe that you have to be married? We have to look at ourselves honestly, because most of us are living as imposters. We're living a lie. We're living stories that we've made up or that people have told us. So we have to draw a line. We have to look at the stories that we're telling ourselves. And then we have to see the truth. We have to see the truth. We have to look at ourselves honestly. I'm straight. No, the truth is that you're gay, but you're pretending to be straight because you're in fear. Because we live in a society that doesn't accept people for who they are. And you're afraid. You're playing straight to protect yourself. And it's causing you harm. You're not living your highest and best self because you're living a lie. There's so many lies we're living. We're playing out every day. But Love Posse, it's time for us to grow and expand. to move to a higher dimension, to be in harmony with the universe, with all of life, with self. We have to look at ourselves honestly. I challenge you to do this work. For me, it's play. I love learning and discovering who I am and living from a place of authenticity and truth and purity and in harmony. That's when the magic happens. When we're honest with ourselves about ourselves. Thank you for your time, Love Posse. Look at yourself honestly. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you found this meaningful. Also, if you're on Facebook, please check out my Facebook page at Tyffany Howard. If you're looking for a spiritual counselor, if you're into EFT tapping, please go to my website, www.tyffanyhoward.com. Take your time, one step at a time. Look at yourself honestly, the stories that you've told yourself that you're hanging on to that are not true. That people don't love you. That's a big one. People don't love me. I'm not lovable. Write that in the on the left-hand side of your page. And then write the truth. You are loved. There are people in your life that loves you. Write the list. Write the names of the people that love you so you can see that you are loved, that you are lovable. Ask yourself, why are you telling yourself that story? That you are not loved, that you are not lovable. There's a reason. What benefit do you get from that? So you can shut love out? So you can be a victim? Is an excuse for you not to couple? Do you project it in the world on other people? Then you're projecting a lie. Because we're all loved. We're all lovable. Write down the story you tell yourself that you can't be who you are because someone else has taken something from you. Write down the truth. You can't be who you are, maybe because you don't have the courage to be who you are. Maybe it's something else. It's time that we be honest with ourselves, about the stories we tell ourselves. Love Posse. Thank you for your time. I love you. The divine loves you. You are loved. Namaste. Namaste.